The following synopsis was received from Gerry, a young professional gentleman who decided to run an experiment on crystals for himself. I just pulled these crystals out of my bedside drawer after the most unexpected 30 days of my life. I started this experiment as the biggest skeptic you could imagine. I literally bought these stones to prove crystal healing was complete nonsense. But what happened to my sleep, my stress levels, and my morning focus over these 30 days completely changed my mind about what's actually possible. By day 10, I was tracking everything obsessively: sleep hours, stress levels during work calls, morning focus sessions. The amethyst I'd been keeping on my nightstand completely transformed my sleep quality. I went from tossing and turning for 45 minutes every night to falling asleep within 15 minutes. My sleep app showed I was getting an extra hour and 20 minutes of deep sleep per night. I literally started looking forward to bedtime for the first time in years. Amazingly, I found the black Tourmaline changed how I handled stress in ways I never expected. I started carrying it in my pocket during back-to-back Zoom calls, the kind that usually left me completely drained. Instead of feeling that familiar knot in my stomach during difficult conversations, I noticed this weird calm settling over me. My heart rate stayed steady when my boss dropped last-minute projects on me. I actually started speaking up in meetings instead of just nodding along. The clear quartz became part of my morning routine in the most surprising way. I'd hold it during my first 15 minutes of work, and my focus was laser-sharp. Tasks that normally took me 2 hours were getting done in 45 minutes. I stopped reaching for my phone every 5 seconds. My productivity app showed I was completing 30% more work before lunch than I had in months. Oh my word, I couldn't believe I was becoming one of those people. Me, the person who used to roll my eyes at anything remotely spiritual. But when your sleep improves that dramatically and your stress levels drop that noticeably, you can't argue with what's happening. These weren't subtle changes I was imagining. These were measurable differences in how my days actually felt and flowed. After seeing these changes to my life, I have to ask, are you team crystals are just pretty rocks? Or team there might be something here? Drop your answer in the comments below. Now let me show you what happened with the other 3 crystals I tested. The rose quartz I kept near for self-love? Nothing. Zero change in how I felt about myself. Although I must admit some people mentioned I was more patient with myself. Is this related? I am unsure. The citrine for abundance and prosperity. My bank account did not change. The fluorite for mental clarity. I couldn't tell any difference from my regular brain fog days. Interestingly, I found research from 2025 showing anxiety reductions in crystal studies occurred only among believers, regardless of which crystal they actually received. Scientists gave some people real rose quartz and others fake. No differences were detected between groups. But here's what blew my mind. I went into this experiment as a non-believer, yet I still experienced dramatic changes with 3 specific stones. So was it all placebo? Honestly, I don't care anymore. Whether it's my brain chemistry responding to ritual and intention, or some energy I can't measure, or just the power of paying attention to my sleep and stress patterns, the results were real. I sleep better, I handle stress differently, and my focus has stayed sharp for weeks now. My skepticism should have protected me from placebo effects, yet the changes stuck. My daily routine now includes the amethyst on my nightstand, black tourmaline in my pocket during stressful meetings, and 15 minutes with clear quartz during my morning work session. I've kept this up for 2 months beyond the original experiment because it genuinely works. If you're curious about trying this yourself, start with those 3. They're the ones that created measurable changes in my life, even when I was actively trying to disprove their effects. Thank you, Gerry, for your synopsis, and thank you, viewers, for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share so we can continue to bring you more honest wellness experiments and results.